Hey everybody, good morning. Welcome to Crypto Jam, episode 4. I'm going to do a part 2 of the one I did last Thursday on exchanges. Went pretty quick on that one last Thursday because a lot of people, because I was trying to make a trade, but I had a few people actually email me and text me asking me if I could go a little slower this time, which I can do. So there's nothing really today that I'm dying to buy, so I kind of take my time going through the exchanges and showing you guys what you can do to move your money out of Coinbase into an exchange, and then be able to purchase some of these alternative coins, anything other than Bitcoin. And our market cap up here is at 400 and almost 50 billion. So I think it was 385 the last show I did on last Thursday. And Bitcoin went on a tear, went up to about 18,000 and then dropped down to 13. A lot of opportunity to make a lot of money in that. Everything went red for the last couple days here, and I didn't have any extra capital to be able to go on a spending spree, but if you did, you're doing pretty good now. So I want to preface all this with that this is not financial advice. You guys are all clear on that. I'm just kind of going through my motions here as I navigate the crypto world, and I'm trying to help you guys out and hopefully save you some of the headaches and some of the losses that I've experienced in this through not knowing what I was doing. So first thing we need to do, if you're going to get on an exchange, I look over here and I try to see what anything I'd want to buy. You know, IOTA is the only thing it's barely down. Everything else is cooking. Litecoin's up 28. I used to have a fair bit of Litecoin. I sold it. That was not a wise move, but I think just because of the fact that it's literally one of the 3 that are available on Coinbase, probably for no other reason, it's just getting bought because it's the cheapest one. So who knows? I'm not going to buy anything when it's on a run like this at 28.44%. It will tend to come back. That's the thing about the volatility with these coins, the crazy swings that they do. You can always count on. You don't want to get caught in the FOMO, which is fear of missing out, which is really what drives so many newbies when they start trading. They look at something like Litecoin going to, at 28, it's 195. It was 180 when I woke up this morning. They think, oh man, I got to get in on this. I got to do it. I got to do it. It's going crazy. And to some degree, you could be correct. It's probably going to just keep going up. But before it continues, there's probably going to be a dip, and it'll drop back down. It might not drop a lot, but I'm really cautious about buying anything when it's doing something like this. And even if I do miss out, too bad. If it goes to $500 tomorrow, that's just the way it is. I have just learned that over time. Every time I ever did buy something when it was on a run, the next day it starts coming back down, and you're just sort of sitting there stuck waiting for it to come back to the high that you bought it at. I imagine a lot of people that bought their Bitcoin at 17 and 18,000 3 days ago are all just sitting there waiting for Bitcoin to come back, which it will do. So at least I'm pretty sure it will. Seems to. So over here to Coinbase, I logged in here. I got $22 of Bitcoin that basically Coinbase had given me because a couple people signed up. No big deal. They're going to charge me $14 to get it out of here. So I'm not actually going to move this $22. I've went ahead and moved $50 out of my Gemini account over to the exchange Bittrex, and that's where I'll get my money. But I just want to kind of show you guys, if you've never done this out of Coinbase, what you want to do is after you've bought your Bitcoin, you've gotten it, and it's, it probably took you 7 days to get it, unless you verified a debit card. You're going to go over here to your accounts, and kind of shows you, this is what, I've sent Bitcoin, received Bitcoin from Coinbase, and then here it's got my wallets. I've always talked about the wallets, so you just got to kind of get that in your mind. You've got wallets on every website. So you've got 2 choices. You can send or receive. In this case, you'd want to hit send. and then it's going to come up and it needs that address that I have talked about, right? In this case, it's going to need Bittrex's. I'm going to send the money. We're going to use Bittrex, that exchange. It's a big one. So I'm going to need to get Bittrex's exchange's Bitcoin address, right? That's the currency I'm sending over. And so over here at Bittrex, and I'm going to go over here to wallets. This is, again, every website, it's where are they keeping the currency, right? They're keeping it in the wallets. So here I've got all the different wallets for each of the coins. Every time I buy a coin, Bittrex automatically creates a wallet for me. If I were to go buy some Litecoin right now, like I said, all of a sudden I'd have a little Litecoin symbol here, and it would tell me how much I had, and I'd have the plus and minus over here, which is how I add or subtract the currency from my wallet. So in this case, we're talking about Bitcoin, right? We're going to move some Bitcoin from our Coinbase. So I got to go over here to Bitcoin. There's my Bitcoin wallet. I'm going to hit the plus symbol. And looky there, there's my address, right? So Bittrex is telling me, okay, if you want to send some Bitcoin here to your address, Clay, to your wallet here on Bittrex, then you need to use that address. So I'm going to copy and paste that. I'm going to run back over here to my Bitcoin wallet. Now, I'm not actually going to send this, but you're going to get the little green. You want to look for that and make sure that it's a valid address. And it's always a great idea to double check. Look at this 1PVO FJY and kind of come back over here. Make sure, yep, you got everything copied and pasted well. That's just kind of a good precaution to do. And in this case, I've got 22. You can, if you click in the amount tab, it'll tell you can send the max. In this case, if I wanted to, I could hit that. And what's it going to do? Yeah, it's going to charge me $14 to send $22. That's partly Bitcoin, that's partly Coinbase. And then I would hit continue. In fact, I think I can do that without actually making this go through. Yeah, so now it's going to ask me for my code. There it is. It just pinged up on my cell phone. And if I were to put that in, it would give me the confirm button. I'd hit that, and boom, it would be on its way. So that's what you will end up doing out of Coinbase. You'd hit the send button, enter your address, come down here, enter your amount in dollars, or just hit the send max if you want. And then you'd hit continue and go on. All right, my Bitcoin has shown up in my Bittrex wallet that I sent over here from Coinbase. Shows that I have 0031 Bitcoin. If you're ever wondering what that dollar amount is, you can type into Google. You can type in cryptocurrency calculator. Usually something will pop up right away. The site that I go to a lot is CoinMarketCap again. Like I said, this is just an amazing site all the way around. They've got tools here, and if you click on that, you can go over here to Currency Converter Calculator, and that's where I'm at right here. I had it set to Ethereum, but we can set it back. It comes up as Bitcoin by default, so it'll pop up like this, and you can put in, I have, like I said, 0031, that's $52, so that's how much I've got over here in Bittrex to spend a day. So as far as what I'd like to buy, this isn't a really great buying market at the moment. If you look at this, everything in the top 10 is up. So I'd rather not purchase that if I can help it. So the one that I bought a little while back, it's down here. It's called Power Ledger, and I think I'm gonna get a little bit more of it. Here it is. It's number 56. You can look into this. It's basically a big decentralized energy platform. They're going to link up off-grid power, solar, that kind of thing, and create community networks with it that if I'm producing solar power and my neighbor needs some, then he can pull it off of mine if we all connect to the same local grid. And they're doing this in some other countries. Australia is where they started it, and they've run quite a few beta tests and actually built some already built some of these networks and have them running. So at 54 cents, it's a good deal. I got 50 bucks, so I'm going to throw that at it. I've already bought a little bit. It's barely down a little bit. I think I bought it at 56 cents last time. So over here, if I'm in Bittrex, I need to find Power Ledger. So I've got to go over here to Bitcoin markets. And this is the market. This is where, okay, now I typed it in here earlier. I knew that the symbol was POWR, so I started typing that in. I'll do that again. And it popped up here, Power. And so I'm going to click on that. Power Ledger, here we go. This is what I want. And let's see if Bittrex can. Okay, so then they, sometimes Bittrex takes a minute. Throws the price up. It's 54. It's going up. Well, it's up from what it had been. I'm going to try to buy it. It might go down a little bit from where I'm at, but like I said, I don't really care. This is one of those coins that I'm going to buy and hold at 50 cents. I'm not too concerned about losing my money at this point. I don't think it's going to just evaporate. So looking at this page, this is probably the part that confused people a little bit. What I've got two panels here. I can buy Power Ledger, or I can sell Power Ledger. In this case, I'm going to be buying it. If we scroll down here, I've got the order book. These are the bids. These are the people who are like me wanting to buy Power Ledger. These are the ask. These are the people who are selling Power Ledger. So that means that this price here, the ask at 03268, 267, just went down a second. It's going to be more than this bid price, right? Because people are buying want to pay less. The people that are selling want to sell it for more. So we always want to be over here. If we're buying, we want to be on the bid side, and we want to kind of get up to the top. You know, this is the lowest. I'm sorry, the highest bid. So this guy's saying he'll pay $32.40 for it, and so that puts him up at the top of this order book here because his bid's the highest. Now, somebody just bought that, his bid. He put that up at the top, and somebody over here said, okay, that looks like a good deal, and that's why that just vanished. So this guy over here is saying I'll sell it for $32.50. Nobody's buying at this point. It's his order is sitting there. Now, if I want to come over here, if I want to buy at the bid, I don't want to just right off the bat just say, okay, I'll pay. Now, if I really wanted Power Ledger, if I just was like, I don't care, it's flying, maybe it's going up really quick, and I just want to get in, then I can hit ask. I can just say, okay, I'm just going to buy it, whatever anybody's willing to sell it, you know, at that point, and you will get it. You can go over here to what kind of bid you're going to place, and it'll give you. You can say the last price, the bid down here, or the ask. And it'll automatically throw this number in. So I'm going to hit bid. You can see it threw that in there. Now you can click down here at the same time, and it will do that as well. See, it just put that in. Now it's saying, okay, at that price, how many do you want to buy? I'm going to go ahead and hit max. So at that price, I can get 96 Power Ledgers at that bid price. Now let's say I want to get on top of this 3.7, right? Say I want to be the first order, the highest, because I want somebody to buy it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say, instead of 3237, I'm going to say 3240. So I'm just going to put myself right at the top of this, hopefully. I'm going to hit buy. I'm going to hit confirm. Oh, insufficient funds. That's because I changed this to 340 and I didn't update that. So at that price, it's going to cost me just a tiny bit more Bitcoin because I upped it just a little bit and I hadn't updated that max amount. So now that I did that at 340, let's go. And we're definitely going to be right at the top there because it looks like it's dropped down to 336. Okay, power by field. That didn't take any time at all, did it? If you put it out there at a price that's pretty tempting, it's not too far away. It's 237, so You know, for the sake of this video, I just kind of went ahead and wasn't trying to be too strategic. And if I wanted to really hang out here, maybe I could have gotten it for cheaper. Now we're down here to 229. But again, we're talking about pennies. I mean, you know, we're talking about half of it. We're still at 54 cents. So it can kind of be deceiving. Looks like, you know, you don't want to necessarily sit here, hang around. Oh, I got to get it at, you know, 2.30 just to beat this guy, you know, to get it under a little bit. I mean, you're kind of talking about a half of a cent this time. Now, if you were talking about Bitcoin, which is moving $200, $300, $400 at a time, then that's a bigger difference, right? So here we're talking about pennies. So I now have 96 over here. It says if I wanted to sell them, but it's got my balance. I've got 96 power ledgers in there. And now if I go back over to my wallet, you will see that there are 96 power ledgers, and like I said, Bittrex created a power ledger wallet for me, and you'll notice my Bitcoin balance is back down to almost nothing as it took it out of there, and now I have some power. So that is kind of a rehashing of what I did last Thursday, trying to go a little bit slower. Hopefully that makes a little more sense, and you know, you just signing up for Bittrex is easy, and just take your time, watch some more videos, and do a little research. But once you get going on this, you'll start to get it, and you'll see that it's not that confusing. Once you've done a few trades, you'll kind of get the hang of it. It's always going to start with your wallet. You have to fund a wallet. You got to get some money in there, some Bitcoin in this case, and then you can go from there. All right, I'm going to cut this off here, and I will be back with another video tomorrow, trying to keep these things relatively short if I can. Hope you guys have a great Monday, and thank you so much for joining in, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Hit the like button if this was helpful. Please subscribe, and thank you guys so much for all of you that have hit the like button and have subscribed. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. All right, peace.